Welcome back. We are starting out our show today with the new CEO at the National Ability Center, Dan Glasser. Dan took the reins on March 11th, so pretty recently. Dan, thanks so much for joining us today here on Park City Television.
Thank you so much, Christine. How are you?
Doing well. Looking forward to learning more about you and meeting you. So tell me a little bit more about your background.
Sure. I've been working in the private industry, primarily in technology and entertainment for the last 25 years. I've been active in non-for-profits in autism and in MS, where I have personal connections to both. And over the years, I've managed large and small teams, domestic and international teams. And that's what's led me to here. And at this moment in this time in my life, I made the choice to move our family to Park City. It was a great place for me to raise my son Jackson and my daughter Lily, and have my kids Gab and Maya come to. And so it was just a great place for us to move to. And with the NAC, it provided a safe haven and an opportunity for my wife with MS and with my son Jackson with autism. That'd be a great spot for them too.
And as the CEO of the National Ability Center, what are some goals and some objectives that you have as you start out?
Well, I think that with an organization such as this, which is world class, my goal is to maintain consistency and deliver the best quality experience for our participants. And the other goal is to continue to grow it, to allow this experience to be shared by more and more people.
National Ability Center, it is known nationally, actually all over the world. People come here to Park City to participate in these activities. It's a very unique, very special place. So as you transition from what you did before with the MS Society and other places, I'm just curious about what are some things that you're a little bit challenged by with this new role?
I mean, first off, there's a lot of learning. So I expect that I'll spend 3 to 6 months really just trying to absorb from the exceptional leadership team that I have in place. We have a lot of experience on our team. And I think it's also getting to know sort of where we fit and where we can go. There are a lot of opportunities for the NAC to continue to expand. That's expansion in terms of offerings that we have, expansion in the number of people that we serve. And those are the focuses I have. And I really need to focus on getting as much information, learning as much as I can from the team I have, and then make the best decisions we can.
And I'm curious, how has it been making this transition during a pandemic? What are some good things about this and also some things that were difficult as you made this move and made this big life change?
Well, I'd say that I've lived here now for a year and 3 months, but the reality is I really haven't lived in Park City. We've lived inside our home and we've had some interaction with friends, but by and large, it's been a really great time for our family to be insular and be together. So I'd say the biggest challenges are not really knowing the community. As we talk about Silly Saturdays or the different events that have been canceled in the last year, we didn't experience that. So that's been sort of that external experience of Park City hasn't been here. That said, I couldn't imagine a better place to be for the last year, considering that we were able to mountain bike and ski and be outdoors, which is much harder in the places I've grown up. In Chicago this time of year, it's pretty rough. And having come from Los Angeles, same thing. So this has been a great place to be stuck, if you can say that.
Well, I'm looking forward to having you really get to know our mountain town as things open up, and you'll be able to really see the character and all of the great things about Park City, which you've already seen some of, but not all of it. So looking forward to that happening. And I'm curious, Dan, also National Ability Center is a nonprofit. You rely on a lot of fundraising, many generous contributions from donors. What about the fundraising? Are you going to change? What are you going to increase? How are you going to approach that piece of this?
Well, we have incredible loyalty and donors who've been with us for years and years. And my goal is to continue to support that relationship, but also look to expand it. I'd like to get more corporations involved with the NAC. I'd like to seek out foundations across the country that have strategic alliance with what we do, and then look for partnerships. And whether those partnerships come in form with organizations like Nike or Apple or otherwise, because they align with the efforts they're doing in their core businesses. That's really the focus I have. I want to expand where we get our funding and where we get our support and continue to acknowledge and encourage the relationships we already have.
And the National Ability Center is also right now expanding their base right at Park City Mountain. Tell me a little bit more about that construction.
It's a critical piece of what we're doing right now. The Mountain Center is really, it's a necessary growth that we have. It allows for our great volunteers and instructors to have a better space to work in and to impact more people. And And I think we have great partnership with Vailco and with the city of Park City in doing that. PEG, hopefully will move forward. And if it's not PEG, then we'll find another partner in that. But we have really good partners with what we have today, and it's critical for us to grow this.
And what can we do as a community to help support the National Ability Center, support you in your new role, and be able to continue these great programs right here?
Well, I'd say first and foremost, come and see us and see what we do. There are great opportunities to volunteer. There are opportunities to donate. Both those things can be found on discovernac.org. And we love being part of the Park City community. As I said at the top of this segment, when I came here, one of the reasons why Park City was a fit for my family is because of the culture that exists in Park City. And I think some point of that is because of the NAC. There's a welcomeness to kids of different abilities. And I think there's also just a great environment here for raising children. And I think that's all part of the NAC. So the more involvement we have within the community and the more participation we have in the community, the better for us.
Well, Dan Glasser, CEO of National Ability Center, we're so grateful to have you here leading this great organization. Thank you for taking the time to be with us here on Park City Television today. We look forward to getting to know you even more as you continue to lead the NAC. We'll be back with more right here on Mountain Connections right after this.